What up, PodHeads? Welcome to the Podioslave podcast, the place where you can unplug and ignore the chaos that's going on in the world and nerd out with us fellow geeks. How you guys doing tonight?
NPR Nate is back in a big way. I love it. You debuted NPR Nate on what, 102 with The World?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And you're right, Tony. We should have gone 102.9 W, the blim, baby. And do a
that would have
set.
only been good for us.
No, I'm good, man. What just happened? We just celebrated 3/11 Day, right?
Yeah.
We did. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you know you're getting old, when those come faster and faster. Like, who said it? Smash Mouth? The years keep coming and they don't stop coming?
And they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming. Yeah, you're right. And actually, we celebrated a 2-year anniversary. I know we made a big deal out of 100, episode 100, but we didn't make a big deal out of 2 years as a pod, and we were there last week. So 52 episodes a year times 2, 104 episodes without missing a beat, and now we're at this one. So, man, what a world, right?
That's an accomplishment. That's like, I've never even done like a beach body, CrossFit workout at that kind of commitment. This is next level. So we're geeking out and we're getting in shape.
On the calendar yesterday would have been our 2-year anniversary.
Wow.
So our pod years like dog years? Like, it's really 7. It's really been 14 years.
Totally.
Yes. Yep.
Oh, in 2022, absolutely. Everything's moving so quickly. It's like I got gray hairs in this episode. So
I can't wait to do this pod in the metaverse. Yeah.
Oh,
whatever
man.
the fuck that looks like.
Don't even. Yeah. Let's leave that alone for the time being. At some point, I'm sure we'll talk metaverse and what that means for music. But I don't know, man.
We're not there
the
yet.
metaverse scares me. I'm too old.
Yeah, like the dirty, dingy record stores and clubs that are grimy tangibly rather than digitally, because, yeah, it's just weird. CBGBs in the metaverse is going to be too clean.
I like the metaverse idea for like bringing stuff like CBGBs back and seeing, the Ramones there, but I don't necessarily like it for it's augmenting my regular reality. That scares me a little bit. I'm all set with that, I think.
Are they going to pump and smell? Like, when you go to the bathroom, it's going to smell like CBGB's, like piss on the wall?
No. I hope not. That's unnecessary.
Soggy cigarette smell.
Yeah, right? No, thank you. No, thank you. So 2 years as a pod, we made our major label debut last week. I guess not major label, but we made our independent label debut with our boys from Trawl. They put a song out on Friday that now has seen the world for 3 days, and your boy sang on it.
Right.
That's right.
Can we call it that? Can we even call it singing?
No, we can't.
Hey, if Beyonce gets credits for everything on the record, even though she's got a staff, then you guys doing backup vocals is a big accomplishment. I was pumped for you guys. I still am. That's a big nerd moment for the podcast and for you guys individually. So
it's a nerd bucket list moment. So what do you say, Tone? It came out 2 or 3 days ago at this point.
Friday, yeah, 3/11 day. Yep.
And yeah, it's interesting to hear back. I mean, we got a little tease when we were in the studio, but to hear it, kind of the final product, it's like, all right, well, that wasn't so bad. Song's great, but my vocals, man, in the moment, it took me a while to get in key. I'm not a singer.
Right. Yep. And I couldn't get in key even if I wanted to. So there was some techno wizardry behind the scenes. Appreciate that from the boys. I know Justin was doing a lot of the guitarist. Justin does a lot of their producing on that side and or engineering, I guess. And man, he's a wizard with that stuff, right? Like, we were watching him kind of cut stuff, clean stuff up, move stuff, auto-tune us because we suck, and make it all kind of turn into this one just badass sounding song. So it's really cool shit. To watch it from that angle was really awesome, and be part of the nerdery and have our names in the liner notes is going to be so fucking cool when that happens.
It's a nerd dream. I mean, that's really what it is. I've always wanted to, like, back in the day, the dream was to do gang vocals, just like hop on a track, do gang vocals. So we pretty much did a variation of that years later, and man, maybe we have a future. Maybe if this podcasting thing doesn't work out, nerd for hire, baby.
Yeah, we'll come do vocals, and as long as you can clean it up, we're in. We'll be there.
Yeah, it actually doubles as an in for getting talent too. Like, hey, I'll do backup vocals if you come on the podcast. You scratch my back, man. I scratch yours.
Yeah, I don't know if we're that level yet, Nate, but maybe someday. We really appreciate those guys sharing in the nerdery love. And we know Sean and Seth are probably listening. So thank you guys a ton for making our nerd dreams come true there.
And you know what? Hang out at the end of this episode. We may play the track. So stick around.
Yeah, fingers crossed. It's been cleared by management for us to toss on the end here.
Yeah, you guys get credits, right? We're gonna get royalties, or you guys are gonna get royalties just for spinning.
No royalties. Go listen to Trawl. Give them the spin. Give them the 3/300th of a cent on Spotify or wherever you're listening.
We're pro bono nerds, man, for the
Exactly.
cause, baby.
Yeah. Do it for the nerd, as we always say.
Do it for the nerd. What is that a riff off? We always joke about. Is it what band is that?
Smile Empty Soul. Do it for the drugs.
Do it for the drugs. Okay.
Do it for the
something like that.
Yeah, because when I type it in the group text, I'm like, what's like? I don't even know what band this is. I remember the song because it was so corny, but like,
Bottom of a Bottle is the name of the song.
Oh,
and
man.
It's Smile Empty Soul, which I think had a connection to Maine too, if I'm not mistaken. So that was a big track. 15 years ago, probably.
Yeah. Man, impressive. You knew that on the top of your head, almost like you're just like ready for some kind of like trivia game.
I am so fucked.
All right, we gonna spill the beans here about this episode. I mean, as we say, you've clicked on it, you kind of get the gist of it. So let's get into it. All right, so I can't remember what episode it was, but we did the whole college radio episode with, you guys kind of focused on me. Then we did the Nate episode focusing on the stagehand, and we thought, you know what? Why don't we turn the camera inward to the trivia nerdery music savant, Mr. Tony? If you've listened to us, he is our go-to brain trust. Hey, do you have this episode number? Yes, I do. What episode did we talk about that on? Have we had this topic yet? Random music nerdery. So we thought, you know what? Let's do a trivia episode. If you guys have ever heard of the show Stump the Schwab, you guys have, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. It was, I think it was mid-2000s sports trivia show on ESPN. Howie Schwab was like a statistician by trade, but he was a big brainiac when it comes to sports, random sports knowledge, and you had to basically stump the Schwab. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to stump the tone, right? Stump the host. I don't know what we're going to call it, but
something like that. Yep. We'll have some time to figure out a catchy, gripping title that you've clicked on. So thank you.
Exactly. And I'm not going to lie, like, JRE, he's got Jamie, but he's just Googling stuff. Like, you actually have this stuff in your head somehow.
Sometimes I have this
most
stuff
of the time.
Yeah.
Most of the time. I got to give you props, man. You can't downplay it.
It depends on what we're nerding about, right? I mean, if it's something, in the right space that I experienced, I can totally call back. And yeah, I'm hoping that I can do that tonight because we've now built me up, and you guys are either going to tear me down and everybody's going to laugh at me, or I'll deliver on the goods. So fingers crossed.
And so just little heads up here. Nate and I curated these questions. These are not found on the web. Like these, we came up with these. And I think half the fun for the listeners is play along with it. See if you can get them. Hit us up. Be like, hey, those are fucking hard. Tone's a genius. Or, nah, man, I'm not impressed. Tone didn't bring the goods.
You can give me shit all you want. I'm down. We're cool. We can handle it.
You know what? The whole real-time inside joke, and I guess our listeners too, if you ever caught on with the drinking real-time thing, this is actually a good drinking game episode, now that I think of it, right? It's like a bingo.
Yeah. Drink, take a shot if I get it wrong. Take a sip of beer if I get it right. If you're sitting around with your buddies and you want to you chip, hey man, if you're doing it, hopefully that I've sent you the hat by now. If you're doing that, listen to this and have a couple pops and enjoy it. Make fun of me if you want. I'm cool with that.
First rule, no Googling the answers, Tone. You have to show your hands at all times.
Yeah, you guys will have to trust me out in Podland. I am not going to Google anything. I'm not going to use my phone. We're not gonna pause the episode so I can think about it for a while. We're just gonna try to let this happen and see what I come up with, and maybe we'll have some stories around the questions too. I'm sure there'll be a little bit of nerding out and tangents as we always do. Yeah,
no, totally transparent. We can see him right now on camera. If he has to go to the bathroom, he has to bring the phone. It's pretty, it's weird, but
I'll bring the camera. Yeah. Oh, you guys can watch me take a piss.
Yeah. Just to make sure. Cause that's how you cheat on SATs. You go to the bathroom. So we know what's up.
All right.
Let's do it.
I'm going to kick us off here. You ready?
I'm ready.
You're sweating here. All right. What is track number 11 from the Red Hot Chili Peppers album, Californication? Bonus points for which year the album came out.
The album came out. I'm gonna answer that first. I think Californication. You're saying, right?
Correct.
Yep.
1999.
Correct. Get the bonus points.
Track 11. Man, track 11 on Californication. You got to give me a hint. I'm not gonna get that one. Off to a great start.
You got 1999. That's good because it could have been 2000. It was promoted heavy in 2000, so 1999 is good. But you knew the differential there.
Spring of 99 because we were in 8th grade.
Yep.
So the hint is it's 3 words.
Ooh. Drawing a blank.
Let us know when you surrender, and you can make it up on the next one.
I surrender.
Dude.
This Velvet Glove.
Oh, that was that was the one that came into my head. That and then One Big Mob, which I knew was not. That's from the one with Navarro. It's from One Hot Minute, right?
From One Hot Minute. Yep.
I should have gone with your instinct because it's not like you're gonna get points removed. This isn't real Jeopardy.
Oh, okay. Well, I got the year, so 50-50.
Yeah, it evens it out. You get the bonus points. So Nate,
the reason I knew the year is because Nate. This is kind of how we became friends.
Oh yeah, California
Scar tissue, right?
Scotch tape.
Yep, Scotch tape that I wish you saw. Nate wrote that in my 8th grade yearbook. We both thought it was Scotch tape that I wish you saw. Yeah. So my 8th grade yearbook, Nate, that's how he signed it. Scotch tape that I wish you saw, because that's what we thought they were saying. Because that had that sweet Frusciante riff to open, and they're in the convertible, right? In the video. Yeah. Yep. That's how Nate and I became music friends.
Man, way back in the day, a different era.
Yep. I remember that. I don't remember. Remember the track number. Damn.
If this album never came out, this podcast would not exist.
Yes, we owe something to the Chili Peppers too.
Yeah, that's like the blueprint of how this all began. Good call.
So this podcast it should be called Red Hot Chili Potters.
Yeah, right.
If we're gonna pay respect, yeah. All right, here's another one. Goes in line with the podcast, but also this whole subject, and it's this: in what years did the first Queens of the Stone Age LPs come out?
You're talking self-titled?
First three.
First 3 years.
Okay. 98 for self-titled?
Ding, 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 ding.
Yep.
R was 2000?
Ding, 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 ding,
ding, ding.
And then Songs for the Deaf, right?
Yes.
2002.
Oh, clean
woo.
sweep, baby. He's back.
All right.
He's back in the saddle. That first one was just a warm-up. We were just kind of feeling you out a little bit.
Nate tried to get me to listen to Rated R forever, and I was just like, yeah, no, it's cool. Like I like some stuff off of Songs for the Deaf. It's on the radio, whatever, man. I remember listening to it in the car, my car, the Blue Hornet, which was a 1994 Nissan Sentra, waiting for Donnie's brother to buy us beer at Shaw's because we were 20 and we couldn't get in there and do it ourselves. So Donnie's brother was in there buying us a 30 rack, and we would listen to Queens of the Stone Age. Again, another behind the scenes nerdery aspect of our friendship.
Our lawyer just called us. That's only partially factual.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
I didn't give Donnie's brother's name. He's cool. We're safe. Box, you're safe.
I do want to say, when you're put on the spot like this to answer questions, there's a whole different realm of pressure that makes your mind spin. Like if I asked you tomorrow that same first question, you'd probably get it.
Probably. Yeah.
I'm shooting you some bail here.
Appreciate it. Well, hey, I redeemed myself on question 2. So,
all right, we're jumping into the third question here. What are the real names of the members that make up the hip hop duo Atmosphere?
Ant is Anthony. Not getting his last name is gonna piss me off. And Slug is Sean Daly. Shit, Anthony's
ding, ding,
last
ding.
name.
You got one.
And you got obviously half of Ant so far.
Damn it.
If you want a hint, I got a perfect one.
It's a fairly common last name.
Yes.
Give me a hint.
Brows. Fear the Brow.
Oh, okay. And now I'm drawing a blank on his last name. Cool. You're right. You put the pressure on, you put the spotlight on you.
Totally.
It changes, man.
Absolutely.
It changes the world.
Yeah. And the intense Who Wants to Be a Millionaire music in the background. It's rough. Yeah. It's rough.
Yeah.
And actually, it's funny you say Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. When I was like 20, I was down at Disney, and they had a replica Who Wants to Be a Millionaire setup, which was actually bigger than the actual one that they film it at. And I got down on the hot seat, and there were hundreds of people in the audience,
wow.
and I froze. Like it's a whole different. You start questioning everything. I swear, like half your brain just collapses on itself, and you're struggling.
Yep. I appreciate all that time you just gave me. Yeah, I can't remember.
Anthony Davis.
I purport to be an NBA fan.
There's plenty more here. We came with the goods. We dug deep for these, so there's plenty of runway.
Yeah, there's plenty of time to redeem yourself or sink.
Well, no, now I'm just pissed off at myself because I knew that. Like, come on, Tone. But we did get Twan's the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire story, and I could feel that heat right now.
Yeah.
And there's not hundreds of people in here. It's just you two. So
there's hundreds listening, but
all right,
thousands.
I'm ready. Let's go.
People internationally are listening, counting on you.
I need to come through.
Damn it.
All right, Nate, you get the next one?
All right, here we go. So here's a good one. We all know that 10 is Pearl Jam's best-selling album, going 13 times platinum. That's insanity. But what is Pearl Jam's second best-selling album? Bonus points if you know how many copies.
And just to qualify, that 13 was just in the U.S.
Wow.
Crazy.
Damn.
It's got to be in the same era. I'm getting nothing from the co-host there. I love that.
I'm actually looking
No,
at
I'm smiling because you're talking it out just like they do on Millionaire. Like, this is great.
You have
Yeah.
to, right? Like, my thought is it versus or Vitology? My thought is versus. That's my gut, is that it's versus, which was the follow-up. And I would guess had probably half that, 6 or 7 mil.
All right, I'm calling it there. You got it. It's versus and it's 7.
Ooh, damn.
Oh, man. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
see, folks, he's the real deal. He's the real
Yeah.
deal.
That's proof in the pudding right there. Because I wouldn't
All
have
right.
guessed that, and I'm a big fan.
Yes.
So
And I'm not going to cut you off on that every time, but I think that you had it.
Yeah, I feel like that was a strong representation of how my brain works. There you go, guys.
yeah, judges, yeah, they agree. That is acceptable.
You guys are the judges, so.
All right, I'm jumping into this next one. Who is the original bass player for the band Tool? And bonus points, who is he touring with in 2022?
Touring with like the band that he's touring with? Like, who is he
Yes.
part of?
Yep.
Yep.
It's Paul Demore, right?
Ding, ding, ding,
Ding, ding, ding.
And Ministry.
Ding, ding,
Yes,
ding, ding.
ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Completely redeemed yourself.
Folks, we could
Coming
see
to
his
Portland.
hands. There was no Googling.
Yeah, they were on my head. I'm trying to figure it out.
Scratching his dome.
It's almost like there's some primer that gets involved, a chemical reaction. Like, okay, now you're in the zone. You just didn't know at first.
I could like see they're playing Portland. They're playing the State Theater, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
I could see that ad, and I was like, "Oh man, should I go to that show? I should go to that show.
Just for the nerd.
I do it for the nerd.
Do it for the nerd." Yes.
Speaking of nerds, here's a good one because I kind of geeked out on this one. I definitely felt like I was wearing my glasses with the tape in the middle when we were talking to what guest was it when we were talking about the magazine Kerrang.
The movie life. Vinny.
Yeah. So this question is in Europe, the magazine Kerrang, which I collected for many years, is a music magazine. Name one other in Europe.
Oh, in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
Full disclosure, I would not have got this one. This was a Nate one. I would have struggled with this.
Yeah, this is deep. This is hard.
This is a deep cut. This is a Nate at Barnes & Noble, similar to Lou's Records, not buying the thing, but looking through all these magazines, taking notes.
Taking notes, taking pictures.
Yeah, that's it.
I need another hint. That's a tough one. Is the country of origin like Great Britain?
Yeah, let's keep it UK, United Kingdom.
I mean, I don't think that's a good.
No, I know of Kerrang. I don't know of anything else from across the pond. I could give you like obviously Revolver and Hit Parader and shit from here, but and obviously Rolling Stone. But I don't know much from across the pond. This is a Nate Nerdery question. This would be a great one for you.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
What is it? I don't know.
Valid answers would have been Rock Sound, Mojo, Q, NME, or Metal Hammer.
I've heard of Metal Hammer and Enemy. That's it.
Same here. I don't think I've heard Rock Sound, Mojo, or Q.
No. All right. Hey, Rock Sound Mojo Q, thank you for being in existence. I will now check you out.
All right, this next one is our first multiple choice, and our very own Nate came up with this one, which I'm surprised with. I'm surprised. This is more of a me territory. All right, the question is, who left the band under oath to start the Almost? Is it A, Grant Brandell, B, Timothy McTague, C, Aaron Gillespie, or D, Dallas Taylor?
I have never been a big Under Oath fan, so I'm guessing, and solely on, I think I've heard the name, A, Grant.
The answer is C, Aaron Gillespie.
No fucking clue.
Yeah, these are some.
I don't know that I've ever put an Under Oath song on. If that tells you anything about.
If you do want to start, check out, I think it's 2004's They're Only Chasing Safety. They went completely different direction from, what was the one before that? When the Sun Sets or something. I can't remember what it was, but great, timeless album. And they actually got bigger from that. Like, they have a gold record, I believe. They got huge.
There's a lot of buzz about them right now. Didn't they just drop a record?
They did. Yep.
Yeah. Have you listened to that?
I haven't. It has a weird feature, and I can't remember who it is. It's someone not in the genre. I think it's one of those like rap, trap, emo rap. I don't even. I'm not. It's out of my element. I don't even know.
Yeah. No, I've seen them because they're touring or they're going to tour, and I mean we're getting tour announcements thrown at us left and right. So they've made some news the last couple of weeks.
Yeah. That's a. As my dad says, with questions, they're all easy if you know them. I mean, if you don't know Under Oath, then you ain't getting this one, you know?
No, I know nothing. Like, I just have never listened to Under Oath. I know who they are, and that's it. I've never. They have an album with like the woman with like the
face
oxygen mask on her face, right?
That's
yeah.
Okay.
One. So like I know
They're Only
that.
Chasing Safety. You'll check it out. It's great.
All
right, Nate. You got the next one, which I got to pat myself on the back. I came up with this one, and I fucking love it.
This is a great one. I
hope I get it right.
Yeah, I think you will.
Yeah, it's okay. These are tough, especially that last one, because it was pretty obscure. And the only reason I even knew that is because of a press release that I got comparing Gillespie to Dave Grohl coming back from the drums and becoming the vocalist of a new band. And I remember reading it being like, that's a stretch. But
I know who Dave Grohl is. So yes, that's a stretch.
Yeah, exactly. So anyways, this next one is in Blink 182's song, The Party Song. What time did Mark's friend pick him up?
11:30.
Okay, you got one. You got 1 of 3.
1 of 3. What was someone in the background doing, and how much did Mark pay to get him into the party?
Well, how much did Mark pay to get into the party?
Yes.
Oh shit.
So it's
I don't know either of those.
What was someone in the background doing, and then how much did Mark pay to get into the party?
All I remember is she was standing there with green eyes and long blonde hair. I got nothing else, man. And that Toby sang it for us.
Oh, think of the lyric. Run through the lyrics in your head.
No, they're not there.
All right, so
I don't know.
Okay, so you get the time. Someone in the background was doing a keg stand, and then Mark paid 3. I paid 3, and the girls got in free. Shined the beer for tequila, and we headed into the party.
Yep, not.
It's okay. It's okay. These are nerd squared questions in a lot of ways, but you are a nerd squared, so it's okay. You have plenty of time to redeem yourself and win 1 million dry kill logic matches.
Well, I already have those, actually. Those are already here, and I'm looking at them right now.
If you get the rest of these, I'll give you the Limp Bizkit RIAA significant other plaque that's in
the one
this
that
room
Nate
right
made
now.
that was fake in his bedroom when we were 15, because I actually want that. That actually also might be in this bin right here.
Yeah, that's 1 of 1.
Yeah.
All right, next one. This one has ties to the podcast. Fuck, I kind of gave it away.
Oh, cool. We'll ask it anyway.
Yeah, all right.
I need a T-ball up. Let's go.
All right, this band from California put out their debut full-length in 1994 called Blue Room.
Oh, Unwritten Law.
Ding, 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 ding. You would have got that, right?
I would have got that.
Yeah, you would have
yes.
got that.
Yeah, episode 11 guest, right? Scott Russo.
Scotty Roos, yeah.
Almost 2 years ago. That's kind of wild that we talked to him 2 years ago. That doesn't feel real. Over the phone too. I think he was in Mexico.
Right, we didn't see him.
Exactly.
Like, is it our turn to talk? Who's talking right now?
And we didn't know what the fuck we were doing. And it went well though. I think it was a good conversation.
I think it went well. That was like in the beginning of the pandemic too, so it was a little like freaky, like We have to pretend everything's normal during a podcast interview. Anyways, here's another one. Yeah, this is a good one. How many bassists has the Red Hot Chili Peppers had?
Ooh.
Yeah, kind of a revolving cast in that band.
Basis though. Flea.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah,
Was that your final answer?
Yeah, it's just
Nate's trying to steer you the opposite direction.
No, they've had a lot of they've had a lot of people. They haven't had a lot of bases. It's been Flea the whole time.
Oh, it's definitely trying. I was like, yeah, kind of a revolving cast.
I was like thinking, did they have? I know they had Halal, but he wasn't a bassist. And then for Shanti and then Navarro, all guitarists. Like none of those guys are bassists. So yeah. Klinghoffer, yeah.
Les Claypool was there, but
yep. Nope. Flea. Final answer.
Exactly. Nice.
All right. Next one is, which record label is older? Pure Noise Records, Side One Dummy Records, or Victory Records? Nerd note: we've interviewed bands or employees from each of these labels.
We have, and I think Victory would be the oldest.
Ding, 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 ding. 1989.
And then, who were the other two? Pure Noise and Side One.
Yeah.
I think, and then Side One, and then Pure Noise.
Yes.
Wow. Damn.
Clean
extra
sweep.
Points. Yeah, extra points. Mix up for the other one.
And we've talked to people from all three at the time. At least Kat has since moved on to do some freelance stuff. But we had Kat and Dishbadine, who was their art director for quite some time. 4 or 5 years, right?
Yep.
Pure Noise was 2008, which is more recent than I would have thought. And then Side One was 95.
Side One's that old? That's wild.
Yeah, I remember getting samplers from Warped Tour. My first Warped Tour was 01, so I knew that they were at least that old.
Yep. Wow. Cool. I feel better.
Yeah.
You fully redeemed yourself.
Yeah.
All is not lost, but that could all change in a whim with this question.
Totally good. Yeah.
This question could be the stump of all stumps.
Oh boy.
Patrick
Stump
Stump.
Schwab.
Patrick Stump.
Name
Random.
every Fall Out Boy album.
Is that the name of the episode? Patrick Stump the Tone?
Yes. Not Fall Out Boy, but similar. Not even similar, but name seven Metallica albums.
All right.
7.
All right. Kill 'Em All.
Okay.
1,
Ride the Lightning.
2,
Yep.
Master of Puppets.
3,
Black.
4,
Load.
5,
Reload.
6,
Saint Anger.
7,
Death Magnetic for an extra point.
8. You got it. Yeah.
Boom.
Is that what am I missing? I'm missing some.
You're missing their 4th album and then their most recent album.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm gonna get those right off the top of my head, but I'm happy I got 8.
Oh yeah, you got
Yeah.
it.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Yeah.
And we feel like there was some thought for 7 because we feel like everyone knows Saint Anger, everyone knows Load Reload, everyone knows Black, and then Kill 'Em All, Ride the Lightning, Master Puppets. I mean, a lot of people,
Right.
I feel like may or may not know those, but
If you're a music nerd fan, you probably know of them or have heard the names.
Mhm.
Just
but it's
amazing.
do we say it? Injustice for All and
oh shit, and Justice for All. Yep,
Hardwired to Self-Destruct.
that one would have been the hard one. Yep. And then they did that covers Garage Inc., which they tore it off of. They got that awesome S&M, couple S&Ms, right? Those live in San Francisco with the big orchestra. Like they've done some pretty ballsy shit over the years.
Yeah.
And they have that album with Lou Reed, which is terrible.
Yeah.
What did it come
Lulu.
out?
Oh,
Yeah,
Lulu, right?
Oh, I geez, that's not
Is that what it was called?
Yeah.
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 I know. Even the name is cringeworthy.
I mean, hey, they tried it.
Yeah. The album cover also cringeworthy. Yeah, it was a big, I guess, misstep if we're gonna speak on.
Happens
Yeah.
to the best of them. Maybe I'm more of a Metallica fan than I realized. That's
right?
the other thing.
You had them in order too. All those were in sequence.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Getting there.
Next on the docket is in episode 56. We mentioned that Iron Maiden frontman Bruce Dickinson had a couple side hustles, so hobbies or interests. Name one of them.
Fencing.
Ding, ding,
Ooh.
ding. Bonus
Ding,
points.
ding,
What
ding.
was the other?
Ooh. I don't know. Apiary? I can't remember.
He was a commercial pilot.
Oh, he flies too. Okay. Yep. I
Yep.
remember the fencing.
You got it.
Yep. Yeah. He actually flies the band, right? If I'm not mistaken, to their tour dates, which is incredible. It's a lot of pressure.
No.
Yeah.
Make
Yeah.
sure you
Right.
get there. Did Bruce drink last night? Because he's flying us to the next gate.
Get this
Yeah,
guy
the
some
early
water.
days
Get
that-
this guy some water.
In the early days, that might have been trouble. Maybe not so much today, but
All right, here's a good one. Before the iconic Irish band became U2, which two names were they? A, The Hype. B, The Young Dubliners. C, Flogging Harry. And D, Feedback.
well, it's not Flogging Harry.
Dumb.
I do love that.
Process of elimination in real time.
Yeah, it's not
Sure.
Flogging Harry. All right. What was A? The Hype.
Yes.
And B was the Young Dubliners, and D was
Feedback.
Feedback. B.
So there's two.
Oh, A and B.
Ooh, so half right. Ding, ding,
Ah.
ding. And also.
Okay. All right. Which one was right?
So A, The Hype is correct.
Okay.
B, The Young Dubliners is actually a band, but it's not. It doesn't consist of any of the members of U2. So the answer number 2 out of 2 would be D, Feedback. So half points there.
There you go.
Yeah.
That was tough. I would not have gotten that one. I would have struggled with that one.
I mean, Flogging Harry was inspired by Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Flogging Harry is fucking great.
You gotta have like one joke answer in there, which actually
No, I
helps.
love that because you can like cut that one out, right? I mean, you just know it's not it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how did you come up with that, Nate?
I was just thinking of Irish derivative bands. So obviously Flogging Molly, right? So Flogging Harry. I don't even know where Harry came from.
It
yeah.
has the same beat. That's perfect. It was perfect. I appreciated it. I knew what you were doing, what you were going for, and I knew it was also wrong right off the bat. But I loved it.
Nice.
I did love it. It was my favorite part of the question.
All right, I think we're ready for the next question here. So this is a lot. Name 5 artists to go diamond twice.
Oh God.
I'm gonna reduce that to 2 actually. Name 3. Name 3 artists to go diamond twice. So they've sold 10 million or more records.
Oh, Pearl Jam. We just
two different
mentioned.
times.
Oh, 2 different times. Okay. So not Pearl Jam. Michael Jackson.
Yep, as one.
Ding, ding, ding.
We can put in sounds. I can find some sounds.
Yeah, I was gonna say my sounds suck.
I like when we do them. It's more fun. It's more wholesome.
It's better when Greg does the
I
noises.
was just thinking of Greg.
I can just get his bloop bloop bloops from that episode and put them.
Oh, perfect. Thanks, Greg. Greg gets royalties.
So Michael Jackson, Taylor Swift, too new, too recent.
Might be too recent.
Yeah.
And actually, my note here says we'll give you 7 guesses.
Oh, nice. How
But
many do we need to come up with?
3.
The whole Taylor Swift thing, it's like depends when you listen to this episode, because in 5 years after all those signed albums sell, she'll be diamond for sure.
Well, and I think the streaming piece obviously plays a part. Like she, if all you could do is go buy her records, she would have gone diamond at least 3 or 4 times by now. So, different world. Okay, so we've got Michael Jackson, man, the Beatles,
Yep. They did it 6 times.
the Rolling Stones. Have they not done it at this point?
They have not done it.
Ooh, they must have done it once.
I bet they did it once.
Yeah.
No wonder they still tour.
Springsteen do it?
Springsteen did do it.
Nice.
Ooh, ding, ding,
So you got
ding.
it. There's 3.
Okay.
If you want to
All
get bonus points, give us one more.
right. One more. We just did the U2 question. Part of me thinks U2 did it, but they'd be really close. They were the biggest band in the world for a hot minute, but it was in that weird time frame. Fuck it, U2.
They did not
They didn't do it.
it.
No. Okay.
Yeah. Even
Right,
with putting their album on everyone's phone, they still didn't get
I know, right?
it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They were they lived in both worlds, kind of like we did. Like they started where you had to buy a record, and then they were CD kings, and then and now they're covert up putting the record on your phone. So, shit. All right, give me another one. What do you got? Who else? What am I missing?
For okay, so like Garth Brooks did it 7
Oh
times.
shit! I didn't even think of country. Garth Brooks. Yep.
You said the Beatles, right? You said the Beatles. Led Zeppelin did it 5 times. Eagles 3. Shania Twain 3. And then 2. Tupac did it. Adele did it. Backstreet Boys, Billy Joel, Britney, Eminem, Madonna, Mariah. So there's a bunch in there.
Wow. Yeah. Yep. Turn of the century or turn of the millennium acts too.
Exactly.
Like
yeah.
when the CD boom was really a thing and there wasn't a lot of online yet. That makes sense.
And it looks like Adele was the most recent with 21 and 25, those albums.
Yep.
Wow.
And I bet the new one gets there at some point too.
Yeah.
That's
30,
incredible.
30,
That's
right?
incredible. The comparison there is phenomenal. When you think about the Beatles is almost like a given, but Eminem, just lyrical content alone to go diamond, it's like that many people are listening to that many fucked up lyrics.
Well, at the time, man, I mean, he was king when it came to that.
Yeah. It's just crazy to think that someone.
He was the record your parents did not want you to own.
Yes,
Right.
you bought it three times instead. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
There is that. All right. Well, not bad. Here's another one. Name every Foo Fighters album in chronological order.
Foo Fighters.
Yep.
Color and the Shape.
Yep.
Is that 3? There's Nothing Left to Lose.
Yep.
Yes.
One by One.
Yep.
That's 4, right?
That's 4. Yep.
Oh man, it's okay. It's between the two that came out in the middle 2000s. I want to say it's between In Your Honor and Echo Silence, Patience and Grace. I know those two came out consecutively. Shit.
I'm going to look into the distance right now.
Echoes was 06. I think that was after. So In Your Honor,
Yep.
Echoes.
Yep.
How many am I at? 6 or 7?
That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep.
Wasting Light,
Yep.
Sonic Highways,
Yep.
Concrete and Gold,
Yep.
Medicine at Midnight.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, hell yeah.
Is it Dave Hester from Storage Wars? Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was in there. It was in there all along, ladies and gentlemen.
I could feel your pain in the moment too, because there's nothing left to lose. It's like right on the cusp of 1990. It's 1999. but,
99, right?
It
Yeah.
feels like an album that was either way earlier or way later, like 2001 or something, you know?
In my head, it was their 4th album, but I was like, it's not their 3rd album,
I
but this
know.
is where they're at. Like, this is the time frame. It should have been this one, and it was, obviously.
Yeah.
So, nice. All right, I did it.
So Nate, I'm gonna skip the next one because it's super obscure. Like, I don't even think you would have got that one. I wouldn't have got it.
Ask me at the end for
Okay.
fun,
Yeah.
for
That'll be
ultra bonus.
Yep. Lightning round.
All right, so here's kind of a nerdy lyric one. In the 1995 Smashing Pumpkins song, 1979, singer Billy Corgan, in the second chorus says that we don't even care, as restless as we are, we feel the pull in the land of 1,000 blank. Land of 1,000 what?
You have to sing it in his voice.
I have no fucking clue.
That we don't even care.
Is that your Corgan impression?
As restless as we are.
No, I have no idea.
In the land
Lyrics, you'll get me all day.
of 1,000 guilts.
Mm.
That was a hard one. That was
never gonna happen.
I mean, because we all know the song. We all know like the noises he's making when he says that word. But I couldn't have told you the word.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right. Now that I'm hearing it, I'm like, I would never have known that was Guilts. I didn't know it was Guilts till right this fucking second. I've been listening to that album for the better part of 30 years.
Suppose if you're listening, would you have known?
Ooh.
I'll ask him tomorrow morning on the morning show. Oh shit, this is time travel again.
Yep. And in 1995, there was no AZ lyrics on Alta Vista.
Yeah, we could.
There's no genius.
I did have the CD with Bert. Me and my buddy Bert would listen to it while we played Troy Aikman football. So I've heard it a million times, but yeah, did not know that.
All right. Well, we got another one. You might be able to redeem yourself.
You have
with
another
this
one? No.
Another one.
Another one.
You played yourself.
All right,
Major
here's-
bag alert.
All right. This coincides with a very much so nerd holiday. In what year was Record Store Day inaugurated? We'll give you a 3-year buffer.
And if you guess the year, it's like you got that last question right.
Ooh, nice.
Man.
Yep.
I mean, we are double-digit years at this point since it started. So it's at least 2012, but I think it's before that. I want to say 2010, and that's what I'll say. 2010. I'm probably incorrect.
With the
Brandon.
buffer, you're in.
Okay.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Yeah,
The cone of safety. Thank you.
2007.
2007. It's 15 years old this year. Holy
I
shit.
know. Even that surprised me. I was like, holy shit.
I know.
Wow.
It's funny. I think that came from Wikipedia, and I didn't trust it. I had to get a second opinion, so I Googled it.
It's 15 years old. That's wild. Yeah. All right. Cool. Hey, good for us, I guess. Right. I mean, we've been nerding out to Record Store Day for quite some time now.
Yeah. And in contrast, it's interesting that it's 07 is the whole iPhone reference I like to mention, that everything went digital 07 going forward. So it was kind of like the last hurrah. It was like, oh, 07, we got to do something. Record Store Day. Fuck it.
Well, and I mean, it was semi-created right here in our home state. So
Exactly.
by Bull Moose and Chris Brown and company.
Different Chris Brown, but yes.
Right. No, the Chris Brown that helped found Bull Moose Music 30 years ago. They were part of the, brain trust that put it together and made it an international thing. Now that's exactly what it is an international thing. So.
Yep. It shows that Maine people are very much nerds.
Totally.
Product of Maine, baby.
Yeah.
In a good way. We obviously say that with fondness.
Oh, I mean, I call myself a nerd every day, and
You do. I've heard it.
I say it in pride.
Merry
You just did it in real time.
Merry Nerdmas.
Yeah.
All right, speaking of Nerdmas, we have a hip-hop question here, which is, name 7 current or former members of the Wu-Tang Clan. Go.
The RZA.
Ding, ding.
The Jizza.
Ding, ding, ding.
ODB.
Yes. Wow. You've holy shit. These are in the order that I had them on our screen here.
Oh, wow. That's nerdvoyance.
In those,
nerdvoyance.
Yeah.
Is he seeing what we're seeing? Yeah.
RZA, just ODB Method. Okay.
Method Man. Yeah, he's 4. Ghostface is 5.
He is, yes.
Raekwon.
Yes.
Fuck.
And that's why this is why we picked 7.
Yeah. Yep.
There's some thought that went into this, believe it or not.
I definitely believe it. Give me a hint.
He's the opening verse on Triumph. Abomatomically, Socrates' philosophies and hypotheses. Yeah. The
8-minute track that has no chorus that was fucking massive.
Oh, so damn good.
I don't know.
The one I was just talking about was Inspect a Deck.
Sorry, Inspect a Deck.
And there's 3 others, and one of them I think was kind of a rotating dude. Do you want to know those?
Dave Chappelle. No, yeah, go ahead. Yes.
U-God, Mastakilla, and Capadonna.
Capadonna is one I've heard of. Yep.
Yep.
Damn. All right, I got 6. That was a good question. That was hard.
That was a good one. Yep.
So
Wu-Tang Financial.
I think we're gonna get through all these, which is good because there's a few here that are kind of lightning roundish.
All right.
This next one, yeah, you got this next one, Nate.
All right. Here's another one. The Super Bowl got us thinking because that was a great halftime show back in a little while ago. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a month ago. Yep.
It was a month ago at this point. Name 15 album titles from between all of the artists: Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Eminem, Kendrick Lamar, 50 Cent, also known as Whole Dollar now, and Mary J. Blige.
75 Cent. I mean, he still had those biceps rolling.
Yeah, I'm not shaming. I'm not
15 albums from the entire group.
Yep.
Whew. All right, let's start with Dre. Let's go The Chronic.
Yep.
2001.
Yep.
Compton.
Yep.
I think that's kind of where we stop with Dre.
Okay.
Doggy Style for Snoop.
Yep.
I'm just gonna jump around now. Slim Shady LP. Marshall Mathers LP. 1 and 2.
Yep.
Eminem Show.
You're 8.
Relapse.
Yep.
Recovery.
It's 10.
Music to be Murdered to or Murdered by. Murdered to. 1 and 2.
12. Yep.
Thanks, Em. Get Rich or Die Trying.
Yes. 13.
So
you got Kendrick and Mary that you haven't touched.
To Pimp a Butterfly from Kendrick.
Yep.
Damn from Kendrick gets me to 15.
There it is. Well done.
Good Kid, Mad City.
Bonus points.
I don't know that I know a name of a Mary J. Blige record.
Put on the spot, I don't think I could. But if once I saw the listing, I'd be like, oh shit, yeah, I remember that back in the day.
I apologize to Snoop.
I
didn't know more Snoop records.
I'm with you on that because I looked at his wiki and there's like the Dogfather. Then he had the Rhythm and Gangsta, RNG. I mean, this shitload of them. And he's got the new one, Back on Death Row, or
Yeah. Well, he owns Death Row, so.
Yep. Yeah, Snoop Dogg's like Neil Young or like what's the other one? Weezer. That just like
sore spot, Nate. Sore spot.
It is a sore spot. But just an artist that puts out so many albums, you get lost in like, oh yeah, a new album. I mean, I don't even know what it is, but cool that he's still going. So that's Snoop Dogg in a nutshell.
No, I mean, and he's always good for a great feature. I mean, he's he's on the Dre records, on whatever he's on. It's like, oh, Snoop's here, cool, all right, party.
Limp Bizkit, Red Light, Green Light, classic.
Oh, that's right, Red Light, Green Light. All right, we got a few here they're kind of lightning roundish, and then we have a grand finale question. So we're gonna jump into it. So this is podcast related here. What episodes did we have Sean and Seth from Trawl on, and what episode did we have Peanut from 311 on?
Sean and Seth were 57.
Ding, 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 ding.
And Peanut was 70.
Ding, 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 ding.
Shit.
With no hesitation, folks.
No hesitation.
There's
so
no
I would
editing.
actually,
no fancy editing done there.
None.
I would be so stoked. I would lose $1 million on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire on those questions. So being part of the podcast. So yeah,
I know. Yeah, Nate, you're on the pod too.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying that memory bank is holds value. All right, it's a good one.
Sean and Seth were the start of a 3-interview run.
I know him. Do you know him, Nate?
Yeah, Kat Nijbadeen. Oh, sorry, I could give it to him because I know him. Nate, do you know him? Kat was obviously 58.
No, go ahead. Yeah.
59 was a big one. We did it in the morning for you, early morning.
Oh, what's his name? From England.
Yep. Put an album out about a month ago. It's badass.
Why can't I think of his name? It's on the tip of my tongue.
Frank Turner.
Yep. I was gonna say FTHC.
Yep. Yeah. Frank was 59.
Well, to keep on that subject, here's another one kind of related to the podcast. Who was the podcast's 5th interview?
All right. So one was Mark of Amoeba on episode 7.
Yep.
Yep.
2 was Greg Bergdorf, who we've had on 4 times.
From Zebrahead, yeah. And Bourbon Brothers.
And Bourbon Brothers, yep. 11 was the 3rd interview, and that was Scott Russo. 13 was Lance Mercer. So that would make Rob.
Ding, 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 17. Ding.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Rob was on episode 17. And then we had Chad Neptune on 19.
Yes, we did.
Jason Tate was 23, I believe, after that. And then maybe Spose in our first 30 episodes. Was there one in between Tate and Spose? I can't remember. Oh, yeah. Beer Punks, 25.
What about Ian Robinson?
Damn.
Where was Ian?
Ian was 27. So, yes,
Ian
we
was
had
27.
every other there for a hot minute, which was fun.
I remember wanting to keep it at that cadence. I'm like, is this possible?
It's hard.
Is this
Yeah, it was
possible?
hard. It's hard. Not everybody says yes.
Scratching your beard. Is this possible?
I think it was lockdown, so it felt very possible at the time. It's just like it's got to be persistent because everyone's doing literally nothing.
Yeah,
So-
I don't think Dave Grohl saw that DM, dude.
I know.
We should try
Come
again.
on.
Maybe he'll see it.
Yeah, this time.
He didn't hear it. He's got some hearing issues, we know, but
Yeah. He doesn't have a whole lot going on, so he's just chilling.
yeah, he's not a busy dude at all. All right. I got that one right. Rob was the 5th interview.
Yep.
All right, this one is not podcast related. It is who produced Nirvana's Nevermind. Bonus points for what year the album came out. So who produced
91.
Nevermind? 91 is correct.
Yep.
Full disclosure,
Vig?
I did not know this, and you just got it. Butch Vig.
Butch Vig, yeah. Yep.
Did you know this, Nate?
I did, yeah, because I'm a big Garbage fan. So he's a drummer in there too, and he's been in a bunch of documentaries based on Nirvana. But yeah, Butch Vig, nice dude.
And he's produced a bunch of other cool shit too. I mean, on top of the fact that he's a cool musician. I mean, Butch we like Butch. We'd love to talk to Butch.
Yeah, Butch, if you're listening, we're down, man.
Check
he's
his DMs, Butch.
Yeah, he also didn't see the DMs during the pandemic, unfortunately.
So in Googling this, there was an interview with Butch. I don't know when it was. I don't know if this was like from the 90s or if it was recently.
Even
But
last year, right? Because it was 30 years.
yeah, he said that in so few words that like Grohl was the brainchild behind Nevermind, which is interesting. But
Well, then he came back and did Wasting Light for the Foos and was part of that documentary they did around that time
nice.
and was awesome in that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure we're not the only podcast hitting up Butch Vig.
We are definitely not. Yeah.
All right, we got another one here. Let's go. What is track 3 on Atmosphere's 2002 release, God Loves Ugly? Track 3. Doot. Time's up. No, just kidding.
Well, 4 is Fuck You, Lucy.
I almost did that one just for the shock value.
Oh, shit. This is my comfort food album, too. I can't fucking come up with it. This is what happens, man. We get to that streaming stage and you just forget what track numbers are because they don't fucking mean anything.
Totally agree.
First one is One-mosphere.
Yep.
Oh, that's going to make me mad.
Do you want a hint?
What is it? Yeah, hint.
I don't know. Just give me an answer.
I don't know.
It's Give Me. Give Me.
Oh, that was the hint.
That
I
was
didn't
the-
get that. Yeah, yep. My bad. Give me the money. And don't you dare stop there. Yep. Ah, shit. That sucks. That makes me mad.
All right, you can redeem yourself. So we got a kind of a grand finale one here. I think it's me. Name the track list for Weezer's The Blue album. Bonus points for being in order.
My Name is Jonas is the opening track.
Yes, sir.
The World Has Turned and Left Me Here.
That's number 3.
It's 3. It's
Yep.
3.
Yeah, you
Yep.
got it. Yep.
2 is No One Else.
Yes.
Nice. Oh, wow. Caught it in the moment.
4 is Buddy Holly. Yeah, I'm the skin of my teeth. 4 is Buddy Holly.
Yes.
5 is the Sweater Song. 6 is Surf Wax America. 7 is Say It Ain't So. 8 is In the Garage. 9 is Holiday. 10 is Only in Dreams.
You
Holy
motherfucker.
shit.
That's impressive. That's
Wow.
I would have even though we just had this episode, I probably would have come up with maybe 7 off the dome, but not in order.
Yeah, same. I would have probably mixed up in the Garage and Holiday, probably something
Easy
like
to
that.
do those two. Easy to do 2 and 3. And I almost did. I was like, nope, that's not where that is. That's
You
actually
caught it like so last second, like in the actual show Jeopardy. It's where they look at the judges and they're like, "That's actually acceptable," because he actually corrected himself before he submitted the.
It
final
is
answer.
3. It's 3.
Yeah, you're like, "Bup."
Wait. So we're tapped. We're tapped out of questions. That was, I would say, you were in line with my expectations, which were very high.
Appreciate that. Hey, if I didn't do well out there in Nerdland, let me know. Let me know. I'm okay with it.
And I think your encyclopedia knowledge, it obviously comes through on the podcast, and not just with the episode numbers. Like I think anyone who's paying attention that doesn't know you personally can tell.
Mm-hmm. And I've had these conversations with our guest Rob on the podcast where we have sidebar conversations. He's like, Tone's memory is one of a kind. Like there's no one else I know that has a memory that's so photographic. And it's a great talent. There's really nothing wrong about it. It's there's Neuralink coming out soon. That's like a brain implant chip.
Nah, he's
But you
killing the
have that-
monkeys, dude. We're not.
I know you don't even need the chip. You're good.
Thank God. No, that was fun. We had been trying to come up with a hook to turn the pod camera inward on me because I didn't work in the industry in any capacity. Where both Anthony was a college radio metal director and Nate was a stagehand and worked at a kind of a promoter / also you worked for what was the record label you worked for in New York?
Virgin EMI Capitals, a trifecta.
Yeah, so I mean you guys have had some time in the industry where I've just been around it and enjoyed it for all these years.
And Nate, that's one we'll have to do down the road. Is the
For sure.
the Virgin EMI Capital days.
I mean, you
Yeah,
were
it was a
there.
trip.
Were you there? Sorry, were you there when Radiohead was like, "Pay what you want for In Rainbows"?
Yeah, it was the exact year. It was 2007. It was
Yeah,
weird.
that alone is an episode.
Yeah, it was wild. It was that was the shift. That was the year when everything started to really change. I think because Napster was 2000, but 07, it was like enough time had passed where the artist realized the value,
Right.
or at least Radiohead did.
And the iPhone, as you always like to say, was becoming a
Yeah.
thing. So
Yeah.
we'll definitely do that episode down the road because that'll be fun to pick your brain about what it was like in some of those meetings and all the world, how the world was changing musically.
So was it Life, Death, Taxes, and the iPhone in 07?
Yep.
Those
Absolutely.
are the guarantees in life.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
still
Record Store
here.
Day. And Record Store Day, 2007.
Yeah, 15 years later for all that stuff. I mean, Life, Death, and Taxes were before that, but now all of them have got 15 years together. So thank you for listening to me answer questions from my two really close friends here. Really appreciate anybody that's clicked on any episode of ours. And we'll keep doing it because we love it. And it's been a blast. And we've got some stuff in the hopper that's always fun. And we just, it's a blast to do these every week. So we're going to keep pumping them out as long as people are into it.
And let us know how you did. I think these are nerd questions. I mean, if you're getting that Smashing Pumpkins 1979 lyric, you're one of us. So let us know how you did, and let us know if you would have beat Tone, which you probably didn't, but let us know.
They might have. You never know.
Yeah, you never know. Who's ready to go head to head to win?
That's next. Yes.
To win 10,000 dry kill logic matches.
Nate's Nerdery.
Nate's Nerdery. I need to get rid of this shit. Finding excuses now.
All right. Podioslave.com for all of your Podioslave needs, as well as at Podioslave on most, if not all, of the social media platforms. So peep us there, and then you can hit us up on email if you like the old school email way too, podioslavepodcast@gmail.com. Thank you for checking us out again, and hopefully you come back next week.
Thanks, everyone.
Cheers, nerds.
We'll see y'all next week.
All right, here is the new song from our boys in Trawl. It is called Kaiju King off their forthcoming EP. Peace, PodHeads.